This video, we're gonna talk about how to make money as a videographer in 2026. So if you're a videographer and you're looking to either transition out of your job and do this full time, or whether you're just getting into videography and you're wondering how you can make money, stay tuned to the end. I'm gonna drop a ton of value for you so that you could take your side hustle and turn it into some serious cash. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? It's 2026 now, depending on what time you're watching this. Maybe it's 2027, but it's definitely the beginning of 2026. And if you're a videographer, this is exactly what I would do if I was starting off and I needed to make money. So number one is you're gonna have to get a camera, right? I mean, honestly, you could probably get away with phone videos. Like, you can make a lot of content on your phone and you could generate a lot of business that way. But then I think the label changes. Like, you're not a videographer, you're a content creator, which again, you could still leverage that and make a killing. So whether you're using your phone or using a camera, you can make content and leverage it to make a ton of money in 2026. So the very first thing is decide on what you're gonna do. Are you gonna make video content? You're gonna be a videographer, or are you gonna be a content creator? Everyone has one of these, and you could get started for very little money and get really good at doing this. So the very first thing after you decide, okay, I'm gonna use a phone, I'm gonna get a camera, wherever you are, the next step is make content. You need to make a ton of content and get good at the craft. Like, you need to get good at creating videos, either with your phone or with a camera, and then you need to get good at editing those videos. And you need to make videos daily, in and out, over and over and over again. Repetition. You need to put in the 10,000 hours and actually get good at the craft. Because once you're good at the craft, it's undeniable that you could leverage it for business, right? Like, it's undeniable when you're good at something. Like, I used to say this saying back when I was coming up is like, I wanted to make the video so dope that it's undisputable. Like, you may not like the color grade, you might not like the shots, but it's undisputable that the video is not good, right? And so my motto has always been like, the next one's the best one. I always tell all our guys that. I hold myself to that standard. We're building our next studio here in Vegas, and that studio is going to be even better than this last studio. So like, the next project, the next video, the next thing is always better, right? Like, and you don't necessarily have to adopt that philosophy, but that's what I did to get like better and better and better, and always challenge myself so that the content was always better. Get good at making content. So once you decide that you want to be a videographer, get good at making content. So I would do that before I even left the job. That's how I did it, right? I had a job and I saved up and I got the cameras I wanted, and then I sold those cameras and bought other cameras, and I kept leveling up and I kept getting the next lens and the next body and the next thing. And that's just how I did it. Now, once you're good at making videos, you should definitely share all of your videos on social media, because that way people could find you. So share your videos. And what I did next was I started offering free videos. I honestly started doing tattoo videos. Like, that's how I got all my tattoos. I didn't pay for it. I didn't even want the tattoos. I was just making videos for tattoo artists, and they were like, hey, let's trade and let me tat you up. So the tattoo artists, you guys did a great job, but do free videos. I know a lot of people frown against that. They're like, I'm not gonna do free videos, but like, that's a good way to understand how to get the client, like, work with the client, do the process, right? Do the editing, turn in the deliverables with low risk. Like, there's no, like, you're probably gonna mess up. Like, your first client is not gonna be your best client, and you're not gonna do your best job on your first client. It's just not gonna happen. So doing free work like that, do free videos for them, kind of get the flow of it, and it will always bring you another client. Like, it's crazy the way this videography works. Like, you do a video for somebody, they post it, that always brings you another client, because somebody in their network says, whoa, that was a great video. Where'd you get that done at? And then he's like, oh, I got it from this guy. And then you get referrals. Like, so every client brings another client. It's an insane secret that I didn't know, but like, that's how I built up the beginning of our business many years ago. So once you start doing those, tests, then you'll start to get referral business. And it depends on what position you are, right? If you have a job, like, this is what happened to me. I had a job and I started doing videos, and people started asking me about them, and I started getting busy with that. And then eventually I transitioned out. But like, if you're in a position where you're like, I just quit my job, I need to freaking go all in, I need to make money now, I don't have time, this is exactly what I do every time our business gets slow. I go and door knock businesses. So like, you could literally pick any shopping center, any shopping mall, any business, and you go into the business and say, I want to do a free video for you in exchange for referrals. Every single person is going to say yes. And you just hold up your end of the bargain. You go in, do the video, do it quick. Like, I do them like freaking that day. Like, I'll go film it, do the edit, give it back to them within a few hours, and they're like, holy smokes, this was crazy. A lot of the times they're going to ask you like, how much for more videos? Give them your price, do more videos, do good business, you'll get referrals anyways. But when you go into a place and you're like, hey, can I do do a free video in exchange for referrals, it's an easy way for them, because they're gonna have their defenses up, like, oh, this guy's trying to sell me something, right? Like, everybody, when you're trying to sell, everyone has their defenses up. So if you went in there and were like, hey, I'm trying to get business for my video business, right? Like, they're gonna be like, well, I don't want to pay for any videos right now. They don't know if you're good, they don't know your energy, they don't know anything. So when you go in there and you say, I'll do a free video for you in exchange for referrals, you don't have to give me money, just give me somebody that would give me money. Does that sound like a fair deal? They're gonna say yes. Like, literally, I used to do this all the time, and I've gotten so many deals from this. If you do that 10 times a day, like if you go to 10 different businesses, offer them a free video in exchange for referrals, like, yeah, you're gonna be pretty busy, but like, guess what? If you don't have any money and you don't have a job, you have a lot of time. So use that time, invest that time in the workload, because guess what? When you do have 10 clients, like, that's how busy the workload is gonna be. Granted, when you have 10 clients, like if you charge 2,500, 5 grand, whatever it is, you're gonna have a lot more cash flow, right? Like 2,500 times 10, that's 25,000. Or if you're charging 5, that's 50,000. So you'll have the ability to do editors, hire videographers, all that good stuff. But in the beginning, all you have is time. So you have to get used to having that busy workload, right? So that's what I would do, honestly. If I was dead broke as a videographer and I needed to make money today, I would go door knock 10 different businesses, offer them free video in exchange for referrals, and watch how much money you can make. It's insane. Now, if you go the slow and steady route, again, do free videos for other businesses you know in exchange for referrals. It's the same model, but the second way is more aggressive, and it's more like, yeah, it's just more aggressive. Like, you're putting in more reps. Like, so if you do 10 freaking barbell curls, right? Like, you might get a little buff, like, over time. It's just a slower route. But if you do like 1,000 freaking barbell curls, you're gonna be ripped, dude. Like, look at this. You'll be ripped in like no time. So that's what I would do if I wanted to make money as a videographer in 2026. If this was helpful, comment who you're gonna door knock and what you're gonna do in your video business. We're looking forward to seeing you win in 2026. Peace.